I'm making this video for those of you who are in your 20s and you're like, I just wanna kill it for the next few years so that I can retire by 29 and never have to work again. Now, I'll save you the platitudes about how you don't really wanna retire. You just wanna be financially free enough to be able to choose the projects that you're genuinely interested in. I'll save that for another time because that's not why you clicked on this video. You clicked on this video because you're like, I just wanna make a whack ton of money before I'm 30 so that I can do whatever the hell I want for the rest of my life. And full disclosure, I know because I did that. It was me in my 20s. I had a major exit when I was 29, had enough money to be able to put away and, it was my FU money and be able to call my own shots for the rest of my life. But if I had known a few things, man, I would have made way more money and I would have done it earlier in life. I would have had financial freedom before I was 29. In fact, because I didn't know some of these things, I took a step back in my early 30s and I had to learn these lessons the hard way. So these lessons will prevent the scenario in which you make a ton of money and then you'll lose it and have to relearn those lessons. So here's how you would retire by the time you're 29. Number one, decide now, right now, to plow all of your money into long-term investments. I hated this advice when I was younger. Absolutely hated it. I was like, don't tell me about long-term investing. I wanna make money. Tell me how to make money. But the truth is, before you make money, you have got to know how it's gonna grow. And this is where so many entrepreneurs trip over themselves and they shoot themselves in the foot. And they take 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back. Most entrepreneurs are like magicians. They make money appear out of thin air and then they make it disappear right where it came from. If you're gonna get rich, the way you stay rich is by investing well. And by investing in things that are gonna be around for 10, 20, 30 years. This is not the part of your career where you are flipping stocks or trading options. This is not the part of your career where you are putting money into NFTs that you're gonna sell 90 days from now. The way that you retire by the time you're 29 is knowing what you're gonna put money in and never touch for a really long time. In fact, if we were to make this as boring as possible, if you simply took $1,500 a month and you put it into very boring S&P 500 index funds, over time, that becomes millions of dollars. You join the 1% with enough time doing that strategy. Of course, you're entrepreneurial minded, so you're gonna get there a lot faster than 30 years from now, but you have to decide now that you are just gonna put money into very long-term investments. And those long-term investments can be Bitcoin, Ethereum, NFT projects that you think are gonna be around in 15 years, and it's index funds and individual stocks. It can be whatever basket you want to invest in, but you have to go in with the idea that you're gonna take the money you make and put it into things that are gonna grow long-term, and you're not gonna touch them for at least a decade. You will make your money in business. You make your money in short-term things even. But you grow your money, you actually retire, you build that foundation of wealth by putting it into things very long term. That can be Amazon stock, index funds, or whatever weird project you think is gonna win over the next decade. Number 2, once you know what you're gonna do with the money when you make it, then it's time to expand that income. And the best way to expand your income is just by creating things. Creating things that are going into the marketplace that other people want to buy. That can be books, guitar riffs, YouTube videos. It can be products and services. Whatever you want to create, just create and create and create. Throw things into the marketplace. If you look at any rich person, it's because they created something. They might say built something, but the truth is they created something and they put it into the marketplace. The way that I've seen to be the most predictable way to have a 7-figure business that gives you the wealth that you can now invest into other things is by building a brand. A brand is simply a collection of 4 products that serve one specific audience. 4 products that sell 25 units a day, 25 sales a day at a price point of $30. That's 100 sales a day at $30. That's $3,000 a day. And that's $1 million a year. That's the formula that we've taught to hundreds of entrepreneurs and see them be really successful. Build a brand, 1 core audience, 4 core products, get them to 25 sales a day. There's a bunch of ways to do it. That's a brand that you can grow to many millions of dollars, Or you can do what a lot of our students do, which is sell the brand for a few $1,000,000 and then take it and invest it into their investment plan, and they're done. And sometimes they do it in 2 years or 4 years, sometimes longer. But that's been the most predictable way to be able to have the asset that they can use to make a lot of money and then invest it and be done by 29. Or 39 if you're watching this and you're my age at 34. Or 49 or 59, whatever. It's the fastest way, the most predictable way to make money and then invest it well. Number 3, man, this is a big mindset shift. If you want to retire by the time you're 29, think about enterprise value more than cash flow. Enterprise value is what you can sell things for. It's not about how much income it produces. Enterprise value is the price that somebody else is willing to pay for something. That means your business too. Most of the time when people are thinking about retiring or making enough money so that they have FU money, they're thinking about short-term things that they can do to produce cash flow. Sometimes that can be really helpful and beneficial, but you will make more money if you think about what the enterprise value, what you can sell something for, rather than thinking about cash flow. If you think about increasing the value of whatever you're building or creating, that will make you more money long-term because you will sell that asset to somebody else. So for example, take 2 types of entrepreneurs. One entrepreneur sells physical products on Amazon, and they sell spatulas and picture frames and backpacks and a bunch of different things, and they make $15,000 a month in sort of passive income. That's a great little business. And if they did that and invested all of those profits back into long-term assets, they could retire by the time they're 29. In fact, I know people who flip things on eBay or flip NFTs or trade stocks or crypto, and then they put it into long-term assets. Awesome, that'll get you there. But a faster way to do that is instead of just selling random products on Amazon, you create a brand, you build a business, you build something that is an asset that somebody else wants to buy. Now, you can make this transition. For example, when I was 25 or 26, I was selling stuff on Amazon. And then when I had a kid, I was like, oh, I need to take this a little bit more seriously. And I built a real brand around the products that I was selling. And then a private equity group came in a few years later and bought that at a valuation of about 15 million bucks. So by making that switch, flipping into enterprise value rather than what can I sell this for? What can I sell these products for? I'm thinking about what can I sell my business for? You do that, and that will get you to the retirement number way faster than just doing a bunch of random things to make extra money. Both will work, but focusing on enterprise value will get you there much faster. And number 4, the best investment that you will make is in awesome long-term relationships. Mentors, advisors, partners, these are the things that are gonna open up doors for you. Like, it's tempting, especially on the internet, to just get locked behind screens and to isolate ourselves. But the real opportunities get opened when you are plugged in with other people. You're learning from other people. You're getting insider knowledge from other people. You're being mentored. You're being introduced to people. You're seeing where the puck is going. That comes from being plugged in. It comes from knowing people. So one of the things that I tell people to do when we first start working together is make a list of 10 people in your life that you wish you had a deeper relationship with. It's a guy at your church who drives a nice car. It's the girl who is the owner of that business that you don't quite understand. It's the person who comes into your workplace and you can tell they're successful and you interact with them, but you wish you knew them more. Make a list of 10 of those people and send them a handwritten note that just tells them how they inspired you or caused you to think differently. And for 3 to 5 of those people who reach out back to you, book a call with them, book a coffee with them, and just ask about them. Ask about what they're interested in, where they learned this stuff. And when they inevitably come back to you and say, well, what about you? Tell them that you're in transition. Tell them that you're looking for opportunities. That act alone opens up so many new opportunities for you. It's the relationships that end up carving your path. It's not just what you know. It's not just getting good at something. It's who you know that can open up doors for you. That's what ultimately gives you a strategic and unique advantage over everybody else. So if you're in your 20s and you want to retire by the time you're 29, all you got to do is have a really good investment plan. Then expand your income. Focus on what you can build in terms of enterprise value and focus on your relationships. It's really hard to have a good investment plan make more money, have enterprise value and great relationships, and not get rich. I'm sure some have succeeded, but it would be hard to do that because those are the real levers that open up financial opportunities for you. If you found value in this video, I'd be thrilled to help you on your journey. My name is Ryan Moran. I run capitalism.com. I invest in entrepreneurs. We have an incubator for people who are creating a new business. We help them get clear on their vision, launch profitably, and build that foundation of a business that they can scale and sell. So if you need the relationships, if you need the mentorship, if you need the ideas, and you want to build something that has real enterprise value, that's what we help entrepreneurs do. So you can find out more about what we do around this video and in our resources. But the core of our business is helping entrepreneurs cast that vision, launch it profitably, and scale and sell it. And we do that inside of something called the Capitalism Incubator. If that's too much for you right now, just subscribe to the video. I'd love to be part of your journey as you're developing processes to build businesses and invest the profits. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Take care.